Hi, I'm Viv.
Hi, I'm Dave, and we both have a shopping problem.
Yes. This is Chicken
Talking
Talking
to
to Duck.
But I have an exciting topic for today.
Okay.
So the topic title is called Are we looking at stars or are we looking at our future?
Go on.
And it's about zodiacs and star signs.
Oh my god.
So Western, Eastern astrology, I guess, is the best way of saying it.
Yes, that is the technical term.
Do you believe in this stuff?
Like, yes and no. Like, I don't believe, but I also do believe.
You can't sit on the fence with stuff like this.
Like, maybe I just choose what I want to believe.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you look at a fortune and go, I'm gonna ignore the bad ones and only listen to the good ones.
Or the other way around, maybe?
Bit of a negative view in life, Viv.
Well, no, it's more that I look at the fortune and be like, this is relevant to me. I like hearing this, so I'm going to live my life this way. Or maybe like when I've been dating and stuff like that, at least earlier on in dating, maybe horoscopes did guide a little on whether or not I thought it would be compatible.
Well, I guess that is one way of looking at things. But
yeah.
so we are in a bit of a unique situation, I always think, because we grew up probably knowing about both sides.
Yes.
And for me, at least, as I was growing up, my parents definitely followed a fair bit of Chinese zodiacs. Less so the Western zodiac stuff or
Yeah.
Western astrology stuff, but definitely the Chinese stuff, well into. So I guess, what star sign are you?
I am. Which one? The
The
Western one.
Western one.
I am a Libra.
Libra. I'm an Aquarius.
Yes,
And then
that's why we're friends, because we knew each other early enough when I was into horoscopes, and you were an Aquarius, and that's a compatible star
So you're saying if I was an Aquarius, and what's against, like, what's the anti of
Libra.
of Libra?
I don't know, but I feel like I don't have any friends I feel like I only know half the star signs because I'm only friends with half of them.
So I've done a bit of research, and so your oppositions are Aries, Cancer, and Capricorns.
Really? I thought Aries and Libras were compatible. Capricorn, that makes sense. Actually, I did go on a date with a Capricorn once, and there was no second date because he was a Capricorn. But that was when I was younger.
We got to get into that one day.
Yes.
What is your Chinese zodiac?
My Chinese zodiac is dog.
Dog. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm an Aquarius, and then I'm a pig.
Yes.
And growing up, like, did your parents ever talk about how that's what you're doing is such a dog thing to do? As in, I guess growing up we had a different version of like what dog meant, but
I don't think so. Did your parents do that?
yeah, they were always like, pigs are supposed to be sort of smart and harmonious and things, and when you weren't, it's like, oh, sometimes maybe you should have been born earlier or born later because of it.
Well, my parents did say stuff like, oh, your dad loves to snack because he's a rat, and I'm just like, okay. But I personally don't think that I don't know if there's strong enough characteristics of dog that I have actually gotten in my brain.
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's keep talking.
Look,
maybe
this
something.
podcast will explore more into that. So
Okay.
between Western astrology and Chinese zodiac, there's fair few things that cross relate. A big one is there's 12 Chinese zodiacs.
Yes.
And there's 12 star signs.
They're the same.
Yeah. Both use symbolic archetypes, right? So
What does that mean?
So in Chinese zodiacs, we have all the animals. And then in Western zodiacs, there are different stars or different symbols that represent.
Yes, like Libra is like a scale and Gemini is like a two-faced thing. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
And
thing, but I don't know which thing.
so and using the icons, they sort of relate to how the people are, right?
Yes.
You know a lot more about Western
I do.
astrology
I
than I
do.
do.
I think because when I was younger, I was really into the Western side of astrology. Not necessarily because I fully believed it, although maybe sometimes I did it for the lols. Like it's just like funny to kind of believe in it.
Yeah.
But like for example, Libra, one of the things that it's not well known, one of the things that they're well known for is being very indecisive,
Mm.
which is very true. Like I am quite indecisive. But I don't know how much of that is because I'm indecisive or because I saw that Libras are indecisive and I've just decided that that's also my behavior.
But then, how'd you be decisive that you were indecisive?
Oh, oh no, that's a deep question. That's gonna keep me up
So,
at night.
some of the equivalent like Chinese zodiacs, dragon is very similar to Aries because they're both charismatic, natural leaders, impulsive,
So,
right?
does everyone want an Aries baby?
Oh, I guess maybe it could be seen like that.
So,
But Rooster and Virgos, both meticulous, perfectionist, observant, and outspoken, right? There are quite a few correlations.
so what's the correlation with Libra?
I don't have it on my list, so must not have made like the top 6 that I've written down here.
So, what are the other ones?
Rabbit and Pisces.
Really?
Well, rabbits and Pisces both are sensitive, creative, gentle, avoids conflicts.
Okay.
Tiger and Aquarius
Okay.
are similar. Independent, rebellious, unpredictable.
But what's interesting about Western and like Eastern astrology is that Western astrology is based on every month, whereas, well, there's overlaps in months,
Yeah.
whereas Eastern astrology is based on the year you're born.
So, but they still have the thing in common where it's based on when you're born.
Ah, right, yes, because there's also like the specific month that you're born can cause you to be something else.
A little bit, which we'll get into.
Okay.
So, do you, as if somebody was to ask you the question, do you believe in both star signs and zodiacs? Would that be a yes? Or do you favor one or the other? Or is it the time of year? Oddly semi-appropriate because we're approaching Chinese New Year.
Yes, that's
now,
true.
Which is always when the fortunes come out and things like that.
Yes.
Well, I guess the fortunes for star signs come out every week, every month.
Every month, I believe.
Every month. So,
yeah.
Would you read it every month?
Actually, no, I think there are daily horoscopes.
I feel like there are too.
There's definitely some newspaper or online newsletter out there where it gives you a daily horoscope. I don't follow those, but I know they exist.
So do you follow it on a yearly basis, I guess?
I think I follow more on a yearly basis, and then I have a look at the Western one. No, sorry, I have a look at the Eastern one.
Yeah.
For the year, and then sometimes I'll have a look at the monthly ones. Like if, for example, if a month is like particularly bad, I will have a look at like if
You
it's
look,
a Libra.
yeah, you look back whether I'm having a bad month because of the fortune.
Yes, I will blame it on the fortune if I'm having a bad month.
So I'm not a big believer of fortune.
I know,
like that, right? I'm not,
know.
Superstitions. I'm also not a big believer of, and I guess I just think it's it's nice to read and it's good to know, but when you look back, like if you're having a bad month and you look back and go, oh, this fortune has said I was going to have a bad month, you're sort of just relating to something bad as what they could have been said, and it's not. I don't know. It's not really. You've connected it because you've wanted to connect it. Is how I believe in it.
Yeah, it's like you're generalizing, I guess. Oh, well, you're reading it and you're connecting with it because it's just a very generic horoscope. Like horoscopes usually read off quite generic. I could probably give you a horoscope for the year of the dog and say that it's for the year of the pig, and then you'll read it being like, yes, that relates.
Yeah.
But it's because every horoscope is generic.
And it's the same with it's like fortune cookies. Right?
Oh, I love fortune cookies.
They just say something very generic, and
Yeah, but everyone knows fortune cookies aren't actually fortunes.
Hmm. Okay, fortune tellers then.
Fortune tellers, I do
And
believe.
what's the tarot card people? Or were they?
Tarot cards, I don't know if I believe in tarot cards. If we were in this simulation, I feel like I could believe in tarot cards. Where it's like, just like, anyways, a different
We are in a
conversation.
simulation.
Yeah, I actually think we are in a simulation, but that's a different topic for another day.
So there are more favorable, like you've touched on it before. There are people that have more favorable, especially in Eastern culture, more
Hmm.
favorable zodiacs that they want their children to be born in.
Yes.
So when I was quite a lot younger, I'm gonna say early high school, I watched this TED talk,
Oh, okay.
and they talked about how having children at the most favorable zodiac is actually not really a good thing.
Oh, why not?
So, if everyone is having children in those years, it means there are a lot of competition.
Yes. Well, actually, it's interesting you say that because I was thinking with the Eastern astrology where you are all born at the same year. It's
Yep.
kind of like that means you go to school with everyone. Are you guys all just the same personality? Like, is that just what it means?
Yeah,
You guys have the same fortunes? Like that to me has always confused me.
it has, and it's maybe it's a timing of like they should have split the year like half or something.
Well, I mean, technically it's based on the lunar calendar, so it starts in like January or February, so it's not like it's the full year.
Yeah.
But so then like you have like maybe 1/12 of the people of the population that are actually unique in your year because it's different. But
So yeah, like everyone wants to have a dragon baby,
yes, and then
right?
no one wants to have. There's one that no one wants to have. I think it's like a
Goat,
goat, right?
sheep,
Sheep,
and
right?
tigers.
Oh, and tigers.
Yeah.
Why not tigers?
I think they're very fiery.
Oh, wait, what was the tiger equivalent?
The tiger equivalent is Aquarius.
I never knew Aquarius to be that fiery.
Mm, they
You're
also
Aquarius.
I've
No.
I've written down and
Yeah,
it's
you're
and
Aquarius.
this is part of my issue with this stuff, right? There is no one source of truth, right? So as I was researching this topic, I was like pulling information from both from AI, from like the big horoscope websites and things like that. And it's like nobody agrees.
I don't think you should credit AI as one of the things you were pulling.
It's a quick way to find information. But so go sheep and tigers have less competition. A competition, right?
For that year.
For that year. So if
Mm.
you look at some of the like Jack Ma, very successful.
Oh, very
He's
successful.
born and I picked him because, you know, he's Chinese and it's heavily believed in China. Like so he is, I believe, a tiger. And because of the year that I was born, there was like you can argue that there's less competition, which is why he was able to be more successful.
Or maybe it's because tigers are fiery and when there's less competition, they're just less fiery.
It could be.
Or maybe the fieriness works
Mhm.
in business.
So there's another theory about, and this is not really related to zodiacs and horoscopes, but it's like kids, cheeky kids, like kids who try to get away with stuff when they're younger, are more successful in doing business and stuff because you have to be a little bit sly or not, you know, show your cards to you know be successful in today's society.
Yeah, I do. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you said that some people didn't get a second date because of relationships, because of their star sign.
Maybe. Maybe it's true. But this was when I was younger. I no longer necessarily believe in that.
Make big life decisions based on some stars.
Well, okay. In my defense, it might more be like I didn't think that we were compatible anyways. And then the star sign thing just added the nail to the hammer.
Right. Okay.
You know?
It was the straw that
Hammer
broke the.
to the nail? Doesn't matter.
I thought it was straw that broke the camel's back. It was
Yeah,
the
that one.
more appropriate way.
Yeah.
So Western astrology and Eastern zodiacs also have that sort of compatibility.
Western, yes, I know about the Western one.
Do you? Because I had no idea that there was such a deep lore in it, and
Really?
no, not at all. So you're a gem? No,
No, I'm a dog.
you're a
Wait, you're talking
You're
about
a Libra.
Western?
Sorry,
Yes, I'm a Libra.
you're a Libra. So Libra get along with Geminis
Yes. I can
and
tell you the other two.
Aquarius.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aquarius. See, that's why we're friends.
Which is why we're friends. But also Shirley
Yes,
is a Gemini.
yes. All my friends are compatible with Libras, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I thought Aries was compatible with Libra.
it defied saying it's opposite here from what I have.
I have an Aries friend, and we're very close.
Oh no. He was about to, like, after this podcast, just
No.
message the Aries friend going, hey, not friends anymore.
No, that is not what's gonna happen.
So some harmonious matches that you have are Leos and Sagittarius.
Yes.
And then the
I knew
challenging / opposite ones are
Can I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Cancer?
Yep.
Taurus? Well, Taurus, maybe not.
No, I'm guessing that's neutral.
That's neutral, yeah. But Cancer, I'm pretty sure. There's Pisces.
Nope.
Oh no, I have a
Capricorn.
Pisces friend. Capricorn. That's it.
Capricorn.
That's the one that I went on a date with.
Fact. But we have some in common. Well, I guess our natural matches are the same.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of a triangle. So the triangle theory is also the same in Eastern zodiacs.
What do you mean?
So there's harmonious. There's a triangular harmony. So you know how the Chinese zodiac is in a circle.
Yes.
So when you can make an equilateral triangle, so a triangle with the same side.
Did you just say equadrilateral?
Equilateral.
Is it not equilateral? Wait, that's not the word. Is it that the word?
Equilateral.
Equilateral?
Equilateral.
I swear it's equilateral. We're looking this up after.
We're gonna look it up after. So, somebody can tell us who's wrong. I thought it was equilateral.
Equilateral triangle? I don't know. Because why is there a quad in there? Quad means 4.
I don't know.
Equadrilateral doesn't.
Math clearly not my strong
But I could
suit.
also be wrong. And that'd be embarrassing if I'm standing up for it now.
Usually I'm.
All right.
So there's that also in Eastern zodiacs. So in the circle, when you have a triangle that is of 3 equal sides, we'll avoid the word altogether. in that circle, those 3 are like triads, the 3 harmonious together.
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I feel like you're not painting a very good visual picture.
Okay, so have you ever seen the zodiacs but placed in a circle?
Yes.
So they've got
This isn't like a Venn diagram, right?
No.
Different.
No, in a circle, as in, so usually rat and ox are at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes around to tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Mm-hmm. Right?
So like a clock.
So if you start with, let's say pig, right? It comes, if you draw a straight line to pig, goes with the sheep, and then to the rabbit, and then back to the pig. That's it. And triangle with 3 equal sides.
Yes. And
the 3 of them are harmonious together. Like they work well together.
Okay. So if it creates a triangle then
of 3 equal sides.
Of 3 equal sides, then it is harmonious. Ah, I see. So
Yes.
it's kind of like people who are 4 years below older and younger than you is kind of where you're harmonious with.
But as like a team, in a team environment.
Oh, this is not in a dating sense.
So dating sense of, well, I for one believe in just 2 people dating each other. I'm not into what is it? Is it polygamy?
Polyamory?
Yeah, where you have multiple.
Yeah.
Look, Viv, I'm all for you like in that sense, dating more than one person.
No, I am a monogamous human.
So there's obviously in Eastern Zodiacs there's friends as
Mm-hmm.
well, right?
Ah,
So rat and ox, tiger and pig, rabbit and dog, dragon and rooster, snake and monkey, horse and sheep.
okay.
So that one's a bit different because that is, if you look at the circle again, it's like horizontal. So the top, and then the next two, then the third one, and then the fourth one, and then the fifth one.
This is the order of compatibility.
Yes, that's how you tell. And then if you're the direct opposite in the circle, you guys are not compatible.
Right. So what's a direct opposite for dog?
Direct opposite for dog is the dragon.
Ah, that's okay. There's a lot of dragons. That means it cuts out more than 1/12 of the population
Yeah,
for
so
me.
everyone that was born last year, you should not get along with.
Everyone that was born last year is too young for me to get along with.
So there's quite a few similars, but have you ever heard of the primal system?
What's the primal system?
So the primal system is a combination of both.
Oh, where you take the Eastern and Western astrology into account?
Yes.
Okay.
And then as I'm researching this, I'm starting to believe it now.
No way. Why? Tell me more.
Because I think it's actually kind of accurate as I'm reading it, but I don't know if this is one of those situations where it's like I'm just looking back, and I read myself my own one first, right? And I'm like, that is definitely me. That's 100% me. I haven't validated it with anyone, but I thought this would be the right time to do it.
Okay.
So I've got your one.
Okay.
I've got my one.
Okay.
So we said we're an Aquarius, and I'm born on the year of the pig,
Yes.
which it makes me the primal sign, right? The animal, an ant.
Oh wait. So the primal sign is a specific animal, another animal.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And your one, so you're a Libra and a dog. Can you guess what your one is? It's
Can you
not a
give me-
very
can-
typical animal.
Can you give me like 5 options to
Uh,
guess between?
I will. How about this? I will tell you, it's a bird.
Oh, it's a bird.
It's a
A
bird.
specific type of
It's
bird?
a specific type of
Like
bird.
a peacock?
No, you're not a peacock.
Like a Libra dog?
I feel like this bird suits you.
Is it a duck?
No, it's not a duck.
Is it a chicken?
It's not a chicken.
So it's
Although
not.
that would be really good
That-
if we both looked at ours and like one of us was a chicken and another one was a duck.
Yeah, because we haven't decided which one is which at the moment.
It would further validate that was the perfect name for the podcast. But no, you're not a chicken nor a duck.
Oh my god, do I have to start listing duck breeds? Kookaburra? Emu?
You're getting closer with emu.
Ostrich?
You got to think about what you think. Do you really feel like you're an ostrich?
No. But I'm getting closer with the emu.
So you're a crane.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping the other people that listen to this go, you know what? Either they've guessed that you're a crane or they've heard you're a crane and gone, you know what, Viv, you suit a crane.
Really? Okay, why? What's a crane?
So a crane is one of the most idealistic and justice orientated signs.
Oh my god, that makes me sound very optimistic.
I think you have that. Like
That's actually true. I do
you-
think I'm quite optimistic.
So like the headline article for that part is you pursue justice.
That is very true.
Like, and I'll ask you this. I'll make this statement and see whether you agree with it. Fairness isn't just a preference, it's a necessity.
Yeah. Okay. But is that because I'm an older sibling?
Maybe. You're a type of person that will speak up for the underdog,
Yeah, that is quite true.
even if it's inconvenient to you.
That is quite true.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
So you're diplomatic and honest. So you try to see both sides. When talking to people to avoid unnecessary conflict.
That is quite true as well.
You don't sugarcoat things.
That is, I have been told that I am sometimes quite blunt.
Blunt? See, this is quite true, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a bit surprising when you combine the two. Um, you're emotionally sensitive, so you appear calm on the outside. Even and you take the weight of the world on your shoulders. So internally, you have things going on, but you appear elegant and calm.
I feel like you'd have to validate that one for me because I don't know how I appear to other people.
I think so.
You reckon?
I think sometimes we don't realize that there's more going on. You're just like, I'm chill. I'm gonna have bubble tea and stuff.
Like when when I cat sit for you guys, I message like a gazillion questions.
Yeah, but that's alive. Oscar's alive.
That is true.
You're often a deep thinker.
I would say that that is quite true. People have had conversations with me and being like, "Oh, it's too deep."
And you find that like daily chores and the daily grind and bureaucracy as irritating.
As a full-time worker who some colleagues might be listening to this, I'm just going to no comment here.
And you like to focus on big ideas.
That one is quite true. I do like big ideas.
See, it's pretty good.
Oh
So you're
my
a
gosh.
crane.
Wow.
I was an ant, which I was a bit disappointed
Actually, can I guess for ant? When I heard ant, I felt like oh yeah, I can see that in David. Ants are really hard workers
in. Yes.
and they work in a very big ecosystem. So like, they're builders. You're kind of a builder.
So one of the part of it is I think sort of what you're tying into is the social glue.
Yes. Sure. Not really where I
Not
was going.
really?
I was going to go on, like how ants can hold things like 8 times their size or something, like I don't know, a crazy amount of times their size. And I know that like you're an older brother as well and you take on a lot of responsibilities in life and stuff like that, and that's why I was like, oh, that's like, you have a lot on your shoulders. Is that what the ant says?
Not really.
Damn. I thought I was going to be really good
So
at guessing
so
it.
I thought you meant more like, how ants are in colonies, so they're
Yes.
ants like need to bring groups together.
Yes, and you do that.
I do that. I probably do that as a job as well, like in
Yeah.
the first sense.
Because you're a project manager.
Yeah, I just quasi. So I don't like. I am intellectual but grounded. So I have big unconventional ideas, but they're not. Unlike you, where you're like I apply, I guess, logic and sound science behind making decisions.
Okay. I have logic in my decisions. That's a bit insulting.
Look, Viv, onto my next point, being honest to it, you sometimes don't have logic.
Give me one thing that I'm not logical in. I have great ideas.
You do have great ideas, but big
Sure.
ideas, like dreamer ideas.
Dreamer ideas.
Dreamer
Like which ones I have yet to achieve.
Okay, so sorry, something that's topic, another day topic. I am supposed to be very busy minded, so I don't like sitting still. I have to be doing something always.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Because you were in between jobs and you couldn't sleep. Like I heard this recently where David said that he hasn't been sleeping because he had no job.
Yeah, that's happened to me twice.
That's crazy.
That I've been in between jobs, and then I don't sleep till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'll wake up at 6 o'clock and still feel very refreshed because I guess I haven't used my brain energy.
That's crazy. I don't think that's how that works. I think you just slept a complete cycle and then your body is like, okay, that's enough.
So do you feel like these primal zodiacs and primal astrology feels like it adds a bit to it and seems a bit more accurate? Or do you reckon we're doing the same thing where we're like just gone and picked like, oh, you know what? That one thing that you do makes you fit into this category and you're not thinking about it as an overall thing?
Well, I also feel like if you put So if you had told me, like a good test would have been if you had told me all the characteristics of the ant,
Yeah.
and that was my one, and see if I related to that.
Damn, that would have been
Yes,
good.
That would have been good because I feel like I could relate to some of the ant stuff. And now you think about it from a crane's perspective. So think about all the stuff to the crane, and then see whether or not you match them.
Maybe what we'll do as like a bit of a bonus episode is we'll get your closest friends.
Yes.
And then I'll work out what primal zodiac astrology thing they are, and then you have to match it to who they are.
Oh, that sounds fun. I don't know if this is a.
It could turn to a really offensive episode where you'll be like, "No, that's definitely that person," and they're going, "That's nothing like me."
Yeah, maybe that's not a podcast to post.
Maybe
but
not.
That would be
that
a
would be
fun
good
one
fun
to
to
guess.
do with
Yeah.
other people.
I think you should have listed both, and then have the listener, like the 5 listeners we have, be like, which one is who?
But yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that and not tell them.
Yeah. Or what you should. Yeah, you should do
Yeah.
that. That's pretty funny.
So that's all I had for this. But I thought I've sort of come into this going, I don't believe in either of them, and then come out going, you know what? Maybe there's more science to this than I think.
There's more
when you
science.
combine it. Maybe no culture had it exactly right, but if you add them all up together, they're like, oh, you know what? It starts to make sense.
But is the primal, so the primal one is like East and Western. Is it not just taking your exact like time that you are born and the exact like basically the same time that you are born and the same year that you are born to determine what it is? It's not like it's taking a bit of Eastern and a bit of Western, right?
So do you think it could be because it's more related to exactly when you were born, right? So the Eastern one does the year, and then the Western one does like the month, and that gives you more information to. The only flaw with this is that means anyone who was born, 20 days either side of me should be exactly the same type of person.
Well, meet someone that is born. If anyone is born within the same time frame as David, which is who is an Aquarius and born in a year of the 1995. Wait, is it the year? But is it 1995 specifically, or is it the year of the animal?
Year of the animal.
Okay, so then if you are a pig or an Aquarius, let us know if you fit those characteristics of the ant. And then yeah, same with if you're a year of the dog and a Libra, let us know if you fit the characteristics of a crane.
Maybe they're doing a podcast called like Crane Talking to Ostrich.
Should we change ours to Crane Talking to Ant? That should be the title of this episode. Crane Talking to Ant.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So we've decided to do a bonus game with Shirley, who is David's partner and my best friend. So we're going to see which one she thinks the crane is and which one she thinks the ant is.
Yeah. So, okay. So there's two, the ant and the crane.
Okay.
So I'm going to describe to you, would you like to know the ant first or would you like to know the crane first?
Let's go with ant.
Okay. So the main points of an ant is they're the social glue. So they're the ultimate team player. They don't like really being like the lone wolf. It's like a colony.
Okay.
Right? Second point, they're intellectual but grounded. So they have like really great ideas, but they're very sensible, great ideas.
Sure.
Like they're not like, doesn't seem unachievable.
Sure.
Honest and integral. So they have a strong moral compass. They don't believe in the get-rich-quick schemes and things like that.
Yeah.
And then they have a busy mind. So they always have to be doing something.
Can I just say, like, there's parts of this where I'm like torn because I'm like, that sounds like David. And then there's parts where I'm like, wait a second, this is like flip because this sounds a lot like Viv.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the ant. Now the crane.
Okay.
Okay. So the crane, like one of the main things is they're very justice orientated, right? So they have this pursuit of justice.
That sounds very similar to that ant thing just
then.
then.
They don't like seeing, they have discomfort when they see people being treated unfairly.
Okay.
And they feel the need to voice it.
Sure.
So they're diplomatic and honest. So they're brutally honest when they give feedback.
Okay.
All right. And they don't sugarcoat feedback either.
Yep.
So they're another point is they're like a dreamer.
Yeah.
So they have like these really big ideas, normally focusing on humanitarian or like big ideas, like world-changing ideas. And they don't like the real life, like the daily chores, the bureaucracy, the daily grind. They don't like that.
Okay.
Then another point, they're emotionally sensitive. So they appear calm and elegant on the outside, but then they have internal like anxiety and restlessness. Like they sort of take the weight of the world on their shoulders, and it feels like it's for them to resolve.
Okay.
That's the crane.
How much did you associate yourselves with your animal?
We can't answer that.
Okay, so I just have to literally go off that and pick.
Who do you think out of Viv and I is the ant and the crane?
I'm gonna say David's the ant and Viv is the crane.
Why?
Why? Because I feel like more of the ant stuff like seems more like associated with David as a person in terms of like what was some of the things like the social glue, like you're like a hardworking, you're like from the ground up as opposed to like high up, like figuratively. Whereas like there's still like a lot of elements about Viv in terms of the righteousness that the ant has, but it's more to like a different degree, like a perspective.
So was there a particular point with what I told you about the crane one, which you felt was very Viv?
I think there was more things that Viv associates with the crane than like
which
the
one
ant.
in specific?
I have to think about it.
You can read it, I guess. You can read the notes.
Well, it's kind of like some of the stuff about like justice and like feeling wronged. I feel like Viv is like, I know from stories that you've told me that like you have actually stood up for people in the past and like you feel not personally like attacked, but it's like you take it to heart as if like you're in that person's stance.
But that's definitely the crane
That's
point,
what I mean.
right?
That's where something I felt that like Viv really strongly associates with.
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Did I put at least some like sound arguments towards it?
It didn't need to be argument. It didn't.
You forced me on the spot to do it.
It was.
I mostly questioned because I was curious to know.
It sounds like it was right.
Yeah.
So what we've established from this podcast is the primal way is the best way of thinking. So instead of reading the fortune of the zodiac coming up for Chinese New Year, I'm just gonna read the primal one.
Me too. Okay. Thanks, guys.
So bonus to the bonus.
Yes, because Shirley was curious about her primal astrology sign.
So we searched your one, Shirley.
Yes.
You are a cricket.
That sounds awful. I've never associated myself with a cricket, but go on.
So this is pretty funny, actually. So, okay, some of the deep layers of a cricket profile. You're a midnight thinker phenomenon.
That just sounds awful.
So you have a mind that never truly shuts off and often experiences their most brilliant breakthroughs right as they're about to fall asleep. I feel
the first part kind of rings true. The second part, for anyone who doesn't know me, I fall asleep in like less than 30 seconds and I sleep like a dead person.
Very quick.
So do you have a notebook or a notebook by your bedside or on your phone where you write down ideas?
Okay, so there is some truth to that. Sometimes, and it's a bit sad, I go to sleep thinking about work. And sometimes when something's unresolved and I have like, like a really good nugget of an idea, I write a note to myself or I write an email to myself so I can see it in my inbox the next day.
Yeah.
Wow. So there is some truth.
There is some truth to it then. Okay. All right. So often you're labeled as a nerd, as in you have a deep niche interest.
That's rude, but true.
I think that's true.
What's your deep niche interest?
I feel like there's many things. I like Chinese dramas.
Yeah, I was gonna say. she's into,
very topical
she's into
right now.
like some really niche Chinese, like if you've ever seen the ones where they jump around trees and stuff.
No, my goal in life is to fly, okay? Like specifically the ancient Chinese style. And one day I'm going to make it happen because there's certain amusement parks in China where they wire you up and dress you up.
That is so
and I am
niche.
going to fly.
Okay.
And also that little, it's kind of like acrobatics, but it's not acrobatics with like a string.
Oh.
And I've shown that to Viv and I'm like, this is my goal. And I really wish someone would bring it to Australia because I would pay good money to learn how to do it.
Okay, so career strength and struggles. They've got, so your ideal roles, you thrive in experimental settings rather than like a routine job, which I don't know if that's
debatable.
entirely true. So you excel as communicators. So speech pathologists, translators, or podcasters. Viv, we could be out of a job here.
Shirley's going to take over.
Depends how much people like the bonus and the bonus to the bonus.
Scientists and so genetic engineers or chemists where they can experiment. That is not you.
This is all very far removed from what
Artists,
I actually do as a day job.
So artists, community organizers, musicians. Knowing Shirley.
Although there is some truth to the matter because I mean, when things get busy in my day job, I do end up talking to external groups quite a lot and having to explain things.
This comes back to my issue with this stuff, right? We're projecting what we think fits into those. We're
like trying to make a square fit into like a circle or the other way around.
So this is the part that I feel like is true for Shirley. It is for Korea, for a cricket to be happy, it needs a stable paycheck.
I mean, I got paid a few days ago and it was great.
Crickets are supposed to be exceptional listeners.
That is true. I can attest to that. David.
I'm great at listening.
No. We're talking about Shirley.
Yeah, you're meant to be assessing me.
He ignored that, so he's really a great listener.
I don't know. Shirley's an okay listener.
Oh, wow.
That's rude. We'll deal with it later.
When she's not watching drama.
Hey, that's an extenuating circumstance.
Okay, this is a question for Viv. Do you feel like whenever you have a dinner party, you want Shirley to be there because they're informed enough to contribute to any type of topic?
Yeah, she's quite knowledgeable about random things and many things. So I would agree to that. Also, she watches the news, which I don't watch. So I get all my news from her. You sound like you disagree with that, David.
I think I'm more fun at parties.
This isn't about you, David.
He's starting to relate to the cricket.
In love, they need a partner who values their intellectual stimulation but won't try to cage them. Do you feel like I cage you?
No, I think that's a fair comment in terms of like what the cricket is seeking.
What are some other ones? I pulled some other ones. Through their love life, they may take a while to get started. Members of this sign should have little problem finding their perfect match. Crickets tend to come across as shy when they're actually quite sociable, so sometimes get ignored for others for more boisterous personalities. Older they get, the more desirable a cricket will be to potential mates.
I feel like there's a lot loaded in that one thing. Did they say that crickets and cranes get on well together?
No. I actually didn't look into whether the primal relations of whether they like each other or not.
Yeah.
Maybe that can be the bonus to the bonus to the bonus.
Crickets and ants, whether or not they're compatible. I asked him if he looked into whether or not you guys are compatible, and he said, "I'm too scared to look."
Some other famous crickets: Mark Wahlberg, Chris Evans, and Awkwafina.
I love Chris Evans.
That's it. That's all I have.
But Chris Evans is problematic, so maybe cut that part out, David.
Okay.
Do you feel like you
Look, I think there was a lot to like relate to. I don't know if it's kind of like that thing where like once you hear it and you're like, oh, yeah, I can see like elements of this working like in that kind of sense.
The question is, David, did this make you believe in this primal astrology
I
less?
feel like less. I feel like because when I was reading out Viv's one, or when I was reading Viv's one, when I was researching the topic, I was like, this is definitely Viv. And then when I read Marwin, I was like, this is definitely me. Whereas this one, I'm like 60-40. 60% of it, I think, fits you. And then there's 40% where I go, I'm not too sure it does.
Like maybe it's not like bang on. Whereas
Yeah.
like some of the things are more like more of like a direct hit kind of.
Like, okay, like one of the ones here is like cricket's biggest professional challenge isn't a lack of talent, but a lack of focus. They are interested in everything, which can lead to shiny object syndrome. That's not Shirley.
You left that
at all.
out.
That's more me than it is Shirley, really.
Yeah. It's like, I'm like, that doesn't really suit. That's not really you.
So we've dispelled it then? Or we've just cast more doubt on
We're
it?
just sack the whole episode.
Well, goodbye.